morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, April 29th, and whew, it's been hot. It's been nice. It's been great. I feel like we're coming into summer, but it's been warm. So hopefully all of you are staying cool, staying inside, being healthy, doing the right things. So today, on Monday, we talked about Nixon's domestic policy. Today, we're going to talk about Nixon's foreign policy. He was actually a really, really amazing foreign policy president. And that's kind of where he gets his reputation for doing some amazing things as president. Besides the whole Watergate thing, was his work in the foreign policy. And just give you a little background. Nixon ran in 1968 with the promise that he was going to get us out of the Vietnam War. But when he got into the presidency, he started to escalate the war again, not necessarily with soldiers. He was pulling soldiers out, but he was doing it through an air war with lots of bombing and that. And they met with the North Vietnamese, to end the war, and it wasn't going very well, and it was dragging on and on and on. And Nixon figured, you know what? Who has big influence over the North Vietnamese? China. And so he reached out to China, and some things happened, and Nixon went and visited China. He's the first U.S. president to ever visit China. This was such a huge deal at the time that this U.S. president would go to China. China had been a very much closed society. And for him to go visit China was a very, very big deal. And in fact, they even made a Broadway play about it as well, which is kind of funny. So, and his hope was, with opening relations with China, they would put pressure on North Vietnam to end the war. And it worked. It actually did work. And here's the funny thing, though, because of what Nixon did with China, Russia was sitting there going, hey, what about us? Come on, we want some love too. And so Nixon went to Moscow and visited Moscow, and was one of the first American presidents to visit Russia. And they were able to work out some treaties, the SALT Accords, which were to end the making of nuclear missiles. And there was a lot that went into that you don't really need to worry about. But that also happened as well under his presidency. And then finally, he was able to work with Henry Kissinger, his Secretary of State, to get us out of the Vietnam War. And there's a few things there about the Vietnam War, though, before he got us out of there. One of his biggest things was called Vietnamization, which was basically, we're going to let the South Vietnamese handle it. We'll be there to give them advice and support them, but they're going to need to fight the war. That didn't go well. And eventually in 1975, South Vietnam fell to the North Vietnamese, and they did combine the two sides, and now it's North Vietnam and South Vietnam are now Vietnam today, which is still communist, but they're very, very, have a lot of capitalistic things going on too. And our relationship with Vietnam has changed quite a bit since the end of the Vietnam War too. We'll talk about that later anyhow. So today is the focus is on Nixon and the foreign diplomacy, what he did, some of the really cool things that he did. So that's what you'll be doing today. You'll be reading an article about it, and then summarizing, and then letting me know, was it successful or not. All right. I will have a Google Meet link up on that. I'll be there from 10:30 to noon if you need to talk to me about anything or just come and say hi. But you guys know you can email me anytime you want. All right. Hope you're having a great day. And if I guess I won't see you till Monday. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Stay inside. I know it's going to be hot again. Stay by your pools. Go outside. Don't go to the beach. All right. All right. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.